I mean, who said you need a professional to take your pictures? And who said that you need an expensive camera to get quality photos, honey? Not I. Not I. So I'm going to show you guys how I take my pictures and what I use to do it. Stay tuned. Okay, y'all, so it's your girl LATRICE back at you again. So today I'm going to show you guys how I get majority of my pictures on my Instagram. If you're not following me already, my name is @LaTrice on Instagram, @LaTrice_ on Twitter, and then LaTrice official on Facebook if you're trying to get real G with it. All right. So first I'm going to show you guys how I got this picture by using only a tripod and my iPhone 11. I have the 11, but any iPhone, I feel like you can still work with the camera to get a quality photo. So tripods are your friends. I said this in a couple posts back on my Instagram, but tripods are your best friends when it comes to taking your photos, okay? So I use my Albot tripod, I keep calling it tripod, and I bought it off Amazon. My Amazon store is linked in the description box, so majority of this stuff that I'm talking about today will be in the description box below, so be sure to shop it via my Amazon store, okay? So I use my Albot tripod, and then I also use this kind of phone holder. I'm not exactly sure where I got the phone holder from, but I'm almost certain I got it off of Amazon too. But regardless, I'll link something similar to it below. And so I just basically attach this phone holder to my tripod, and that's what I use to hold up my phone when I'm taking pictures hands-free. After I set my tripod up and it's prepared and ready to go, I get in my car. Depending on, this depends on what type of shoot you want to do. Like, I feel like you can do this with anything, but for my particular shoot today, I wanted to still get pictures in my car because your girl got a new vehicle. So I kind of want to show off a little bit. It's okay to be proud of what you get, So I decided to take my car like down the street, maybe like 2 minutes to take my photos. So the one thing that you want to make sure you do also is to make sure you set yourself up and your camera equipment up where you have the best lighting. Okay, so I made sure to make sure the sun was beaming on me, not away from me, so that I had maximum brightness when I took my pictures. So with that being said, this is kind of trial and error. So when I first started to take my pictures, I was not the lighting wasn't what I thought it was going to be, so I ended up having to position my vehicle a different way. Okay, so right now I'm going to move my car because the lighting is where I need it to be, but I think my door is causing a shadow, so I'm just going to move the car back and then parallel to the sun so that there's no shadow. We're going to see if it works. So, I mean, it's trial and error. So I would say, take about an hour out of your day to really set aside to take your pictures for yourself, because it's definitely different than somebody else taking them for you. Okay, so after I get my lighting and I set my position up to where I want to take my pictures, then I get my tripod out and I set it up to the height that I need it to be in order to get the vision that I want. So in this particular case, I wanted full body, so I wanted my feet slightly, and then to make sure I got the top of the vehicle. So with that being said, what I do in order to see if I get this picture is, one, I set up the tripod as tall as I think it should be, and then I take my camera on my phone. I take the front camera and I set it up inside of the phone holder, and that's how. And then I sit, in the car or whatever, or I sit or I stand wherever I want to do to ensure that I'm getting the parts of my body that I want to get in the frame and everything prior to me turning the phone camera around. So if you didn't know, the iPhone's quality camera is the one on the back. So I tried to get majority of my pictures from using the rear camera. But in order to get a visual of what it should look like without me actually seeing it, because there's no viewfinder or no external camera for me to even look at, I check the front camera first. And then that's when I turn it around to set up for my photo. So before that though, I make sure that I put my timer on the camera. This is key, this is major key, obviously, to getting a hands-free photo. So I put the timer on 10 seconds, and for the iPhone it has like a little flash, and then once it is ready to take the photo, it'll stop flashing, and then it'll give you like a 10 shutter burst, like, so 10 photos will be taken in the one because you put a timer on the camera. So that's a good thing too, but I always end up just picking one anyways, and probably the one that the camera stopped doing. But that's how I set up the camera in order to ensure that I have hands free and I have enough time to get back to my position before the shutter goes off. So also, with that being said, like I said, when you set this stuff up, sometimes it doesn't go the way you want it to. So you can adjust the camera, you can adjust the tripod, whatever you need to do to ensure that you are meeting your vision, do that. And you know, obviously sometimes you're a little limited with this equipment and not having someone who's like really truly getting angles. But if you have a lot of time, I'm like 1000% sure you can get the vision without somebody being behind the camera. Okay, all right. And then I think lastly is just make sure you're double checking your photos. So don't sit there and take 15,000 pictures in the same position just to find out that you don't have quality photos because you're out of the frame or the camera shifted or something crazy. So take a couple pictures and then go back through and check them to see if you like it or not, if the lighting is hitting the way you want to. Maybe you can change your positioning. So do that. Be sure to do that, please, because you're gonna feel like you wasted all of your time if you take all these pictures because you thought you had the right setup and you did not. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you guys a couple of pictures that I got from taking by myself. Here is one. I love this picture because it's just like freaking awesome with lighting, but it was an accident. Like, it was a complete accident, but I just love the way the light hit. So that's like my #1 photo. And then I have this beauty. And I'm gonna just tell you, not all, like, I have a lot of archive photos. Like, majority of my photos did not make it to my Instagram. And I mean, if you follow me on Instagram now, you already know that I've been throwing back photos for a grip. Like, my past like 6 photos have been throwbacks, and I don't think anybody knows that they're throwbacks because I save a lot of the pictures. Like, I don't post everything. So that's a tip for all you Instagram baddies and amazing, beautiful women out there who like to show themselves and their creativity on Instagram. Be sure to save a little bit, you know, take a couple, 2, 3 for the later days when you got like 2 weeks and you can't get a photo shoot in or something. You still got content to post, okay, honey? So I think that I pretty much covered everything. If I didn't, ask me on Instagram or comment below if you feel like you have any additional questions that I did not, or you feel like I could have covered, did not cover, or you have questions about. Just go ahead and drop them below, and be sure to subscribe to my channel. You know what I'm saying? More to come, I promise you. You all, like, I got some big things in the works, and I think you guys are gonna be pretty happy about it. So I love you guys, and I will see you guys on the next upload. It is your girl, LATRICE, and remember to always protect your peace.